Hi there, and welcome to Side Quest, the every other week Authors and Dragons podcast in which, well, we don't play our game, we do something else, typically random, sometimes fun, sometimes not, sometimes shit we just think about 5 minutes before we hit it.
It's fun. When's it not fun?
I'm trying to be dramatic here.
I mean, when I'm not here, it's not fun.
All right. I did miss a couple episodes. I'm sorry.
When Bob gets deported, it's less fun for him.
In all fairness, it's less fun for us too. But I'm Rick Walteri, and I'm joined today by John Hartness and Robert Bevan.
Hello.
Hello, nerds.
And I think we have a momentous occasion here. Hell has indeed frozen over. Tell us what you did, Bob.
Well, I watched not one, not two, but three Marvel movies recently. For long-time listeners of the show, you probably know by now that I'm not a big superheroes fan, and I watched a couple of the first Spider-Man movies. I'll watch a Batman movie, but if something's on and it catches my attention, I won't turn it off. I don't hate them, except for the Fantastic Four.
Fuck you.
Those are awful.
I'm not talking, and I mentioned this last time, I'm not just talking about the movies. Talking about the source, well, I haven't read the source material, just the premise. I just fucking hate it.
Double fuck you.
Yeah. But yes, we went to Korea. My family and I went to Korea recently, and there wasn't a whole lot of entertainment options on my shitty Air Canada flight. And that's, I have other reasons for having some issues with Air Canada. But
do tell.
all right, yeah. On the flight there was fine. Flight back, we had two stopovers, both in Canada. Before our first flight from the Incheon Airport in Korea, had a little snag. Our fault. My wife had a little hiccup with her Canadian visa, which I don't even know why you need a visa if you're just stopping over in a country. I mean, we're not there to visit. But anyway, she had to get her passport renewed, and so the visa matched the number of her old passport. This is boring. Never mind. Anyway, that she did what she had to do on the phone. We were there like a good solid 4 hours early anyway, so we got on the plane. Great. Part of the reason we were able to make that flight was because it was delayed. That fucked us over for the next flight. We got there. This was in Vancouver. Man, they fucked us hard. We got off. We had like half an hour to get to the next flight to Toronto. So we had to go through immigration, which, all right, fair enough. You got to do that. And they asked, but here's the thing: they make you go through the little kiosk where you scan your passports, but then you also got to go through and talk to an immigration official. Which why don't they just combine that?
But
I don't know.
Again. Is this where you guys are just changing planes? You're not leaving the international terminal or anything.
No, but I mean, that's the thing. You got to do that. That's fine. But anyway, that was a small hiccup. I was a little nervous. We were really pressed for time. So, we get out of immigration. We got 15 minutes left. We got to go through security. And that was the bitch. And yeah, I'm talking about the person who did our security. She was like, ma'am, we have 10 minutes to board this flight. And she went through every fucking pocket of all of our bags. She took out my little vape pen and was like, whoa, I've never seen one. She didn't say it, but the look on her face is, what is this piece of technology? I've never seen this before. No one has ever boarded a plane with this. And she stared at it for a while and then shook it against her, like near her ear. Like what the fuck does a dangerous vape pen sound like? I don't know. But then she stared at it again.
Well, even if it was dangerous, it's like, I wonder if this will explode if I shake it near my head.
But yeah, after a couple shakes and stares, and looking through every goddamn pocket of our bags, she finally let us on our way. And, of course, we missed the flight. And so, all right, fine. They put us on a flight an hour later. Great. which made us late for our flight in Toronto. And then in Toronto, they said, "Oh, well, you gotta wait until 9:45 tomorrow morning." So we spent the night in the airport, and I made a bunch of Facebook posts bitching about it,
Yes.
which kept me awake.
Yes, you did.
So this episode of Side Quest not brought to you by Air Canada.
Yeah. Fuck you, Air Canada.
Mark has been demoted.
So, anyway, on the flight to Korea, I think it was then, yeah, I watched 2 Marvel movies. First I watched Logan, and then I watched, what's the one? Captain Marvel. Was that right? No.
Yeah.
There is
Captain
one of
Marvel,
those.
yes. And I kind of enjoyed them. And I did watch, way back when it came out, I think I saw the first X-Men in the movie theater. I'm not a monster. I don't much care for X-Men though. I've talked about this before. The whole evolution thing bothers me because that's just not how evolution works. You don't just get a random beneficial superpower. You get like cancer usually, or an extra thumb or some shit. But
I think a lot of people would rather have the extra thumb than cancer.
well,
Yeah.
hey, you don't get to choose. That's the fucking point. So, what I didn't like about that, and to be fair, I think one annoyance aside, I enjoyed the movie. It's fun. But I think I enjoyed Logan better, mostly because they had a little couple of kids with random superpowers and shit, but it mostly focused on the one power, Logan and his Logan Jr. And they both have the same thing going on, and it was, I don't know, I kind of like the grim tone of it, and I enjoyed the story and the characters, and it was more than just a bunch of fuckers flying around doing stupid shit.
I imagine it's probably more like, I didn't like the first one. Oh wait, I'm watching kind of the last one, and they're all fucking dead. Good.
Spite made you like it better.
Yeah, there's the suspension of disbelief. Give me a character that regenerates. Okay, that's probably way outside of reality, but I can suspend that much disbelief. Give me one character that has regeneration powers and one that's got stupid fucking angel wings. No, I can't suspend that far. So I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed Captain Marvel because it was fun and goofy, and it was a kind of a breath of fresh air after fucking Logan. That shit was grim.
Yeah, well, so The Road would be a fucking breath of fresh air after Logan. I like Captain Marvel. I liked all the flashback. I liked the nostalgia vibe of it.
What was the nostalgia vibe? You mean like all right, yeah.
My nostalgia for the time period.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like remembering the comics and shit. Yeah, I didn't get that. But
No,
yeah.
I never really read Captain Marvel.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about Captain Marvel is it takes Nick Fury like 17 hours to drink a fucking glass of tea.
Motherfucker knows how to nurse a drink.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but that's not the big news. Captain Marvel and Logan is
right.
pretty big.
If I had a nitpick about Captain Marvel, it's the stupid cat.
Dude, come on. I love the
I don't
fucking
know,
cat.
it's just a little too cornball for me, even for that movie. And, that scene where he's holding it out in front of him, and it's like fucking up 8 guys with his tentacles and shit. Like, that means Nick Fury has the strength to hold a cat plus 6 men.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Look,
I don't believe that.
I completely buy that just on he can hold that cat and 6 dudes just on the strength of his motherfucker.
I like Bob. It's like, I defy your logic, Marvel.
Yeah. Well, on the whole, I enjoyed the movie. I'm going to give that one nitpick because it nagged at me. All right. The bigger news. I guess, is it bigger news? It wasn't bigger news for me because I didn't enjoy it as much. Ouch.
It's bigger news for us because we want to hear about it.
All right. Last night, I finished my work early, and my son wanted to watch, what's it called? Avengers.
Infinity War.
Infinity War. That's the one. And I thought, all right, that's the first one that, everybody started losing their shit over, so I'll probably be okay if I don't watch every single movie leading up to that. But now I had to asked my son a bunch of times, who the hell is this guy? Who's that? And that's, I guess, my first criticism is that too many random people I don't give a shit about. I won't say I didn't enjoy it. I thought it dragged on kind of long, and but I will say I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Logan or Captain Marvel.
Okay.
I buy that. Yeah. I think both of those are better movies than Infinity War.
Oh, do you? All right. I thought
Yeah.
I thought this was like nerd Bible shit.
I actually don't, because Logan I enjoyed, but it was like, it was like, okay, you could tell it was just kind of like all right, we're just getting out of we're just getting out of this like franchise. And Captain Marvel I thought was cute, but I don't rank it as like, one of my top Marvel movies. Like it was cute, it was fun. Like Marvel really hasn't made like a shitty movie, but it's not, definitely doesn't rank as my top.
Hey, the best things I have to say about it is that it was cute and fun.
I think that's what it was going for.
Yeah, but I also do think that Captain Marvel is a movie you can kind of watch going in cold, whereas Infinity War has 20 movies like leading up to it. So I can understand you sitting down and going, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Oh, 100%. I think that you wanted to really go in cold to Infinity War. Or I think that if you went in cold to Infinity War, anyone would have that reaction, even if they loved superhero movies.
I didn't. I didn't go in completely cold. I saw the first Iron Man movie. I'm familiar with what Spider-Man is, and a couple. I know the basics of Thor, not Marvel Thor, but Thor.
Yeah,
and
so completely cold.
Okay, fair enough. I've seen both Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
All right, that's better than I thought.
What else?
So we're up to
Hulk.
4.
I know what the Hulk is, although Hulk didn't fucking do anything. I don't know what that was about.
Well, Hulk got the shit
I miss
slapped
something
out
there?
of him. No, Hulk got the shit
Did he
slapped
need
out of
some
him early and he
fucking
chickened out.
Viagra?
Kinda, yeah.
Was there I was waiting for an explanation to that, but
Well,
no,
he
I got
got
nothing.
the shit knocked out of him early, and then he just got scared.
Yeah, and not to spoil it for you, but if you're waiting for Endgame to give you an explanation for it, don't
Hold
wait.
your fucking breath.
Oh fuck. I, that's kind of where I was hoping it would go, but I guess
We
not.
can save you that 3 hours, bud.
Well, no, I'll probably watch it, but just to do another one of these.
I think Endgame is better. I felt like Infinity War. I was grumpy that there was going to be a fucking year between the two because Infinity War was so obviously a setup movie. So,
See, I liked Infinity War better than Endgame. Endgame definitely hit like a lot of the feels the right way and stuff, the emotions, but the plot was a lot more convoluted. Like Infinity War is pretty straightforward. You're bouncing around to a bunch of things, but kind of everybody's kind of heading in the same direction. And
all directly towards Thanos as fast as they fucking can, because they all are so desperate to unload their Infinity Stones on them.
yeah, I am an all-powerful being. I want all of these things. I don't want you to have them. Let me walk right the fuck up to you and bring them and carry it with me.
Yep, that made it to my notes.
Yeah. I am scouring the galaxy to find all of these stones. So I'll be at the corner of 45th and Broad.
No, forget it. I don't want to put you out. Let me just come to you.
at no point does anybody even try oh yes, here's my Infinity Stone, then walks away and pulls out a detonator,
Right.
Yeah, I compared that here to like if like Mike Tyson in his prime just said he wanted to beat the shit out of me. I would either like hole up in my house or I'd flee to a remote location. I wouldn't grab, two asshole friends and like go break into his house,
Mike Tyson's pissed at me. Let's make him more pissed.
If Mike Tyson wanted to beat the shit out of me, I'd be like, am I getting like at least Leon Spink's money? Because, you want to pay me $1 million to beat the fuck out of me? I'm just going to fall down once.
Not me. I don't think I could survive a hit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Bob. Mike Tyson at his prime. I don't care what money you're like offering me. I'm like, I'm not going to enjoy that when my brain is splattered all over the mat here.
You can hit me in the arm for several $1 million.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be like walking in there in full fucking football gear. Come on, Mike. You got one
my
shot.
neck would snap.
Yeah. Mike Tyson in his prime had been like, no. I'm sorry if I have offended you, sir.
I don't think we'd probably stand just as much chance against Mike Tyson now, though, because we're not exactly fucking.
No, I don't.
hands
I
of
mean,
stone.
I don't know how old the guy is, so I made the caveat of in his prime. But no, I'm not going to tangle with the dude now either.
Yeah. In truth, Mike Tyson probably hits a little bit less hard than he used to, but probably still more than enough to kill our asses.
Oh yeah, and now we wouldn't even get a whole lot of money for it.
Yeah, don't forget, like, George Foreman was like, what was he, fighting into his 60s or something?
Probably whenever he had another kid, he's like, all right, this motherfucker got to go to college to book another fight.
Before that grill money started rolling in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he name like all his kids George?
I think so. I've heard that.
That may be bullshit though, but I don't know.
Yeah. Dude was like slow enough. It was like watching a fight in slow motion, but once he hit somebody, it's like boom. But
All right. Would you like to? I mean, see, I can only assume that this movie has been picked apart to shreds already.
oh, of course.
But yeah, I haven't looked at any of that because I didn't care. But here's a couple more of my other criticisms. I didn't get Thanos' plan. Is that oft talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the reality is, nobody would have given a shit if Thanos is like, I want to get the Infinity Stones and make there be twice as much food and resources in the universe.
All right, if that's a possibility, great. Otherwise, without even going, I mean, for all the effort he went to get these stones and all the sacrifice, I mean, he could have taught people about agriculture and shit.
Colonized whole nother planets.
Well, yeah, that's another one I've got here.
You
also,
got the fucking reality stone, dude. Just make twice as many livable planets.
and or even failing all that, you want to kill half the population, fine. Do it in a way that makes it possible for the other half to eat them.
Kill half the population and turn them into barbecue plates.
Just that's a huge waste right there. I mean, they wouldn't do like pixelated bullshit. Were they still matter? Could they fertilize the soil or anything?
Now I want to see that sequel where like we come back to an Earth where people are like, what are we having for dinner tonight? It's Billy.
Oh man. So right after Infinity War came out, at a local convention, a charity fundraising table was offering up photo ops with Avengers. So if you wanted a photo op with the Black Panther, they gave you black glitter. If you wanted a photo op with Spider-Man, they gave you red and blue glitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
I don't get it.
Your photo op was with the dust.
Oh, all right. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. I think they got like 10 people to pay $5 a piece to have their photo taken with a Ziploc bag of glitter.
Man, something, I think it would have been great if they had played up, like, the fact that, like, maybe like, throw one of, like, the druggies from, like, the Marvel universe, and like Karen Page, like, pull her out of Daredevil, have one of the heroes, like, turn to dust in front of her, and she just snorts it.
And all right, here's another couple things. All right. Yeah, all right, this is, a bullshit solution for an overpopulated planet, but what about an underpopulated one? They just get fucked. And then, and how great of a solution, how permanent a solution is this? How, look at the rate of population growth on Earth. How many generations is it going to take before they're just as fucked?
Yeah. It's like half the people of the planet are gone. Everybody start fucking.
Yeah.
And if you kill a random half the people, if there's no selection process to it, you're still going to be fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how many kids lost both parents and now they're homeless and shit?
I was just thinking you didn't kill enough assholes, so everything's still going to suck.
Yeah.
I mean, that too.
Yeah.
Let me see what else I got in my notes. I prepared for shit.
Yeah, keep going. This is fun.
Oh yeah, fucking Star-Lord.
Oh,
really
yeah, for real.
Shit the bed, didn't he?
For real. You got all of these magical, superpowered motherfuckers, and less fat Chris Pratt manages to fuck it all up. Come on.
Let me ask you a question. Did Doctor Strange go into the future before or after Star-Lord fucked everything up?
Before.
Yes.
Before?
Yes.
Well, it's time travel, so yes.
Wait a second. Don't fuck with my head. I mean, I'm talking in the
Before.
movie.
In the movie, yes.
Yeah.
Well, they were so close. And how was there only one scenario in 14 million where somebody couldn't just grab Star-Lord and make him stop being an asshole for like five more seconds?
Oh, yeah, there's a term for that. Lazy writing.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, I got it here. I mean, I already mentioned it. A bunch of random ass characters I don't give a shit about.
That scenario there is like, Spider-Man drops, he was doing punches at Star-Lord, and then and then all the heads of Disney show up and are like, fuck you all, now we can't make two extra $1 billion.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know. A lot of those characters, even if, like I said, I didn't see all the movies leading up to it, but I think you could have trimmed a lot of fat there.
100%.
And I want to repeat, I didn't hate the movie. I thought.
I mean, here's the thing.
Ready for it to be over.
Here's the thing with the movie. The movie was obviously designed to be seen in a movie theater with a crowd, and from that perspective, like seeing it at home by yourself, like sitting there bitter that that you don't know what's going on. I can understand it being a little, but like seeing it with the crowd, there's like a certain energy that builds where you kind of like, it's kind of like watching Jurassic World. When you watch with a crowd, they're all cheering, and it's great. Jurassic World's an awesome movie. When you watch Jurassic World by yourself and you have a moment to think about it, Jurassic World falls the fuck apart like a bunch of Legos put together by by a clumsy kid.
Oh, I totally get what you're saying. I saw the Goonies in a movie theater that ran old movies on Saturday nights and stuff, and I was so pumped when like everybody in the theater shouted, "Hey, you guys!" at the same time. It was brilliant. But yeah, I could pick apart the shit out of that movie too.
So that's a very good point, and also a point where why we should probably throw out the occasional fuck you when we get feedback on our stories, man, why didn't your character just do this? You know why? Did you watch Jurassic World? Did you complain to them, motherfucker? Call Steven Spielberg.
He stopped taking my calls after Jurassic World.
All right, what else we got here? Here's one. How many Iron Man suits does Tony Stark carry on his person at all times?
All of them,
dude.
All of them.
Iron Man 3 and also Age of Ultron pretty much just came out and basically said Tony Stark has an entire fucking bunker full of Iron Man suits
on his person at all times.
Yeah, because he turned them all into nanobots, which then said, okay, I can have infinite of them up my ass whenever.
How many of them come standard with spaceship mending foam?
Oh, that was jizz.
No. Spider-Man had the jizz.
Friday, start jacking me off real quick.
Covered the Hulk. Last little nitpick I've got here, and maybe you guys can explain it to me, but when the Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess they space jumped into an exploded planet or something, bodies are flying around everywhere, and they just fucking ran right into Thor, the only person that's alive. Was there, more than coincidence to that, or?
Nope.
All right.
Back to that lazy writing.
Well,
not even like a fucking scanner.
I'm not going to call that lazy writing because I've read so many stories. I mean, how many stories have we read over the years where the entire thing falls apart, if not for a couple of convenient coincidences?
Well, that doesn't make it not lazy.
No, but I'm not. It doesn't.
I'm nitpicking, sure, but I feel like that was kind of a big one.
For me, I feel like anything that I would get shit for from a reader, I get to give them shit for. And the kind of stupid shit we get in reviews.
Oh my God, yeah. Why didn't your character just sit down and talk it over with her parents instead of going off? Because there would be no fucking story. That's why.
Yeah, Jesus.
I think that wraps up my notes, though.
Okay.
Curious to see what I missed, though.
You missed Endgame. You still got another 3 hours to go.
No, I'm just talking about what other people. Was there anything that stands out that other people, mentioned that I missed, like the issues with the movie?
I honestly don't read a whole lot in the way of reviews of movies because I don't care about anyone's opinions but my own.
All right.
Yeah. I'm like I've read several like reviews of the movie, but nothing's really popping out. I mean, a lot of people were basically like, yeah, okay, nitpick, but hey, it was fun. It was exciting.
Yeah. I mean, well, it was fun and exciting sometimes.
Well, the thing is, those feels moments are stuff that you would have built are meant to have been built up. Yeah. Go.
I don't know though. I mean, where Vision? He came from Age of Ultron, is from what my son told me. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen that movie, but I have trouble believing that I ever care about that character.
And
that was another thing. Oh, I can't. I don't have the means to do this here, but I know a place and a person who can do this. Let's go to Wakanda. All right, lady, you got 10 minutes. Do your best.
Completely disregarding, Tony fucking Stark, billionaire, genius, philanthropist.
Well, that doesn't make him a neurosurgeon.
They were in the middle of having a bro fight, so he's probably like, fuck that guy.
Also, I like Shuri better, but
it's like, Tony Stark could do this, but fuck that guy. We're gonna waste time by flying across on the opposite side of the planet to get this done. Yeah. There are definitely a few parts where you step back and you think about it, and you're like, wait a second.
One thing I like, I'm excited to be able to be a part of these conversations now.
And now we are never going to talk about Marvel movies ever again.
I still got Endgame. One day.
Well, we will definitely make that another bonus action once you do. All right, so it's probably time for us to head over to our quote unquote main topic. Although I think, like I said, we spent the majority of the time talking about Infinity War. But let's move to something that probably makes even less sense. Which is the Storm Area 51 event, which I will say, infuriatingly enough, some the motherfuckers decided to put it on the exact same weekend as Authors and Dragons Con. What did we do? I don't think
that's a bad thing. I'm pretty sure this Area 51 thing is a joke, and B, what's the crossover here? How many people are thinking, I was going to go to Authors and Dragons Con, but I'd rather go get shot in the face in the desert?
And I guess it's possible that that afterwards some people may be like, well, we're amongst the survivors. Why don't we go to Vegas and see what's going on with Authors and Dragons Con?
I think the better question is, what's the percentage chance that we get Drew Hayes inspired drunk and find ourselves in fucking Area 51? Because there's a non-zero chance of that happening.
I personally like to remain unshot in the face myself.
I'm 100% against getting shot in the face. But I've done some stupid shit in my life, so...
Yeah. There is something to be said about, liquid courage there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how far away is it?
I don't know. 100 miles north of Las Vegas.
All right, I'm not fucking driving out all that way.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
It's a drunk Uber. Take us to Area 51, motherfucker.
Okay, but this can work. This could work for us. Because people like us who don't really know where the fuck Area 51 is, go to Vegas. Stupid and Drunk is our fucking demo, y'all. We want people like us.
We should... Oh, all right. Right outside the convention room, we should put a sign that says Area 51.
Welcome to Area 51 and Dragons.
Of course, then they'd fucking storm it and it wouldn't pay. So, maybe not a great idea.
We'd get Drew to put them through a table. We'll volunteer all the people who aren't on the podcast to be security. So Drew, Joe, and Steve have to deal with all the motherfuckers.
Something we clean up. We get a rubber mask for Drew and charge $10 to get a picture with the alien.
He's the right height. So I saw an article today, just a little while ago, where the dude who originally posted this, whose name is Matty Roberts from California, and looks like he's played every iteration of Diablo complete all the way through, said, dude, it's a joke. Now I think the FBI is going to show up and knock on my door. What the fuck?
If they haven't by now, I think he's in the clear.
Yeah, because they knew who you were a month ago, pal.
Yeah, they knew who you were, and they realized you're just a dumbass.
But, I mean, yeah, sure, it's a joke. But, I mean, there's bound to be a few people that show up.
Oh, I think there's going to be more than a few. I mean, is there going to be a million people to show up? Obviously not. But I saw an article earlier that I think summed it up really good. That basically they said we're going to get about 150 people who show up, and then we're going to get a bunch of vendors and food trucks, and they're going to make an event out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If I was thinking people ready to storm the gates, but no, I think there'll be plenty more that show up just for the event.
I'll say that I won't be surprised if, maybe up to a dozen people actually get arrested, and maybe one or two people are stupid enough to get their asses killed.
Nah.
I'll say I don't want to see that. Let's just go on record. But I will not be surprised if that happens, because in any group, there are always going to be people who are dumb and people who basically take that dumbness as a challenge.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. Am I going to have the will to stop myself from making fun of them?
No, you're not.
No, probably not.
There's zero fucking chance that you'll be able to restrain yourself. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you don't already have that meme created and you're just waiting to plug in a name or a date or whatever. And the U.S. Air Force has warned that it stands ready to defend the military base. I'm like,
Here lies Jim. He didn't get fucked in the ass by aliens, but the U.S. government was was happy to step in and do the job for him.
here we go. This piece of the description's just for you, Rick. If we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens.
I've seen that, yeah.
I really haven't paid any attention to this shit till today. And I'm like, wow, this is...
There are horrible scenes of human tragedy, but I can't imagine that a bunch of people Naruto running at the fences and getting mowed down by machine guns would be one of them.
Right.
Because fucking set that shit to the Benny Hill theme,
My anus was probed by bullets.
It was a very brief but very invasive procedure.
I stormed Area 51 and all I got was this shitty coffin.
So what should people do that weekend instead of getting shot in the face by the Air Force?
I can't think of anything. I wonder what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah,
Maybe they should come see us and get nice and gently drunk, which is what Vegas is for.
As I posted this on Twitter the other day, I was like, you could go to Area 51 and get your face shot off with bullets, or you could come to Vegas and get kicked in the balls with comedy.
I think I'll be personally insulted by anyone who sees this or hears this and says, "Yeah, I think I'd rather get shot."
Well, the upside is we won't have to worry about them for long.
Right. Oh.
All we ask before you storm the fences is buy our entire catalogs, so at least then we can kind of check mark you off as not a lost sale.
Right.
Just, charge it to credit cards that you don't have to worry about paying off.
Yeah, unsecured debt is great when you're about to storm a super secret military installation.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think. Are we going to feel bad about this if there's a massacre?
No.
It's going to be hard to feel bad because, it's not like it's a government protest and tragedy strikes. This is people.
This is like 1,000 people pissing on electric fences all at once. Yeah, you're gonna burn your dick off.
This is like Al-Qaeda, only stupider. Marginally.
Yeah, it's one of those like, yeah, I'll like a part of me will feel bad, but let's be honest, this is pure comedy fodder.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a worse person than you guys, because I really don't think any part of me will feel bad if this happens and some dumb bastard gets shot. I'm like, rock on. That's one more Thanos doesn't have to snap out of existence.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't expect to feel bad, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just imagining a horrible worst case scenario, and but we were laughing about it before, not after the fact.
You know something? If any people manage to get their pets shot or their dogs, then I'll feel bad.
Yeah, if like the food truck vendors get shot, I'm like, nah, that was just a motherfucker trying to make $1. But
yeah, still not our fault. Still not something we could have foreseen.
Yeah.
Except that you are actually predicting it right now. Never mind.
I was going to say, we're going to be in Vegas anyway. Would it be really horrible of us to actually have, like, to maybe have a betting pool?
that might be bad.
Oh, I was thinking like you punch numbers, and whoever draws the correct number of people shot and or arrested at the Area 51 raid gets a prize.
I'm not normally the voice of reason on this podcast, but this sounds like a bad road to go down.
My work here is done. I have out fuck you'd Bevan.
But wait, if you're going to do this, why give the government, several months to move all the aliens and shit?
Yeah.
I mean, even if the raid is a success, I mean, they're going to find nothing and get shot.
Yeah, no. But if you take a look at the dude who came up with the whole idea, it'll all make more sense.
All right, what's his name? I'll look him up.
Fuck, I don't know. Just
somebody said it.
I said it, but I closed that article. I closed the window.
All right, I'm Googling Area 51 raid and getting put on a list.
Like even if I was the person who started it, I'm not sure I'd feel bad if like people got killed because of it, because it's kind of like how much of a neon sign do you have to put up and say, guys, this is a fucking goof. Don't actually run into a heavily guarded government facility, Naruto style.
Yeah. I'm like, you shouldn't even have to tell people that's a joke.
Yeah, I mean the reality is anybody who's going to actually be doing this, these are people who they're beyond needing warning labels on bleach. There's really no hope there.
Yeah, this guy should totally be at Authors and Dragons Con. Oh man, I wonder if we could sign him up. Ooh, that'd be fun. That would because I'll tell you who sure as shit isn't going to be at Area 51 is Maddie Roberts.
We should send him a comp ticket. Hey,
yeah,
tell everybody that you've moved Area 51 to Bally's, and you can storm it, but it's $50. Here's your storm pass. Go to eventbrite.com/authorsandragons. I don't think that's actually the URL for our tickets.
No, it's not. But it is up on our webpage, authorsandragons.com now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, only a bit of an oversight, for, I don't know, however many months.
Yeah, well, we can plan awesome events, or we can plan awesome events well. Wait.
But yeah, actually, that would be cool if we could get him there as a speaker, We could give him his own panel, Dumbass stunts go viral.
No, just like, I mean, save your ass, Maddie Roberts. Here's your ticket out. Tell your idiot followers to come here instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say if all 1 million of them show up, we're gonna make some hefty profit from this.
Did you guys see the burn Blue Moon dropped on Bud Light on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I like that one. Bud Light announces that they would like to be the first brand to formally announce we will not be sponsoring the Area 51 raid. And Blue Moon replies, "That's very unfortunate. How are people supposed to stay hydrated without water while they raid a government compound?"
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I saw like something like a Bud Light can with an alien on it, and that they were going to welcome the aliens or something.
You know,
That's not a while ago.
I love the fact that companies have finally got their shit together and like hired actually like just snarky assholes to run their social media departments. Because you know, I used to do social media and some of the, before like I went author full time, and holy shit, just the sticks up their asses a lot of these companies had. You know, it's like, oh hey, we had a customer complaining. Should we like, you know, should we write to them? Yes, after we run it through 16 lawyers.
Yeah, I love the fact that they're hiring snarky assholes, but why haven't they thrown buckets of money at us? We're snarky assholes, and we like money.
We will gladly drop a product placement, you know, for either money or free shit. So,
yeah. Or if you give us enough money, we can go buy your shit. Then we're all fucking happy.
You're listening, Bud Light? I can do this shit for you.
Pity Kirkland Light didn't step up to the plate. There's an opportunity here, Bud Light.
Yeah, Kirkland Light just let go too soon.
Kirkland Light decided to go out of business rather than sponsor us. There's something. People who basically say, you know, I could go to AuthorsDragons.com, but I choose death by a bullet to the face. And one of them is wearing a Kirkland Light shirt.
I don't think any such shirt exists.
Yeah, if it did, they would have given you one.
Oh, man. Just stop rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah, here's a shocker. The guys who created Game of Thrones are not showing up at their San Diego Comic-Con panel this weekend.
Why is that?
They don't want to listen to everybody kick their asses about Season 8.
Ah, yeah, all right. Wow.
Oh, can you imagine all the things, all the this isn't a question, more an observation.
I have a question. Fuck you.
I have a real question. Why don't you just go fuck yourself?
Is there a reason that when HBO said take all the time you need, you instead said no, we're gonna fuck the fans up the ass?
Well, I like fucking fans in the ass.
Wait, did HBO actually tell them that to take all the time?
Yeah, apparently HBO kind of. Well, here's the thing: HBO is raking money hand over fist from this fucking show.
That's what I thought, and I think I brought this up on this very podcast before, and that pisses me off even worse.
So maybe there's like, you know, correlation here. Maybe like, you know, the people who are storming Area 51 are just distraught Game of Thrones fan who realize they have nothing to live for now because these fuckers disappointed them by giving them a shitty final season.
So, I mean, what else we got on Area 51?
Yeah, I think we're out.
Yeah, I mean, you can only say it's like, you know,
Fucking stupid.
I mean, I like all the celebrities who have, like, you know, who have played along. I think that's been funny, like, you know, seeing Will Smith and, like, you know, and,
Mulder and Scully.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, he basically threw up a Starship Troopers one. He's like, yeah, I can read these fuckers' minds. Let's do this.
Oh fuck! I forgot he was in that movie.
He probably would like to forget he was in that movie.
I like that movie.
Okay, now, fuck, man, really?
Yes.
I fucking hated that movie.
Oh yeah, I thought that movie was awful.
I thought it was great.
The co-ed shower scene was kind of cool, but
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked all the corny propaganda stuff and blasting the shit out of bugs. That's fun.
I did like Clancy Brown in it. Oh, he was the guy playing like the drill sergeant.
All right, yeah.
Now you're making me relive this stupid movie.
Yeah, I'm just blocking that out. I'm like, shoot bugs, get paid, don't remember anything else.
You know,
Authors and Dragons at the movies.
You know, it'd be awesome.
Another chance to spite Rick.
Yeah. There's so many chances. I was just gonna say, how awesome would it be if, like, you know, if the guards picked that day to all wear alien costumes as they shoot, like, you know, the people. Oh well, I think that's about. Just I don't know. Do we have anything else to talk about with that? I think that's kind of run its course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in the end, listening to your Infinity War review was, you know, probably had more meat to it.
Yeah. I mean, certainly had more notes.
Yeah, I mean,
that was like
it's Area 51. It's a government base. If you are actually planning on Naruto running towards that, yes, we will mock you after the fact when you get your ass shot off.
I'll mock you before. I'm gonna wait and see before I make any decisions about after.
You know something. I can't help but think. No matter how many like heartfelt like obituaries, he was a father of two, and he was such a wonderful person. There's still the underlying of yes, but he was a fucking dumbass because he.
I totally get that. And if it just boils down to that, I'll probably be in there with you. But I don't know. I could see this going in ways we don't expect. 14 million timelines.
And only one of them they actually find an alien.
All right, should probably punch out on that note.
All right,
everybody. Thanks for tuning into this side quest, and remember, no Area 51, but yes to Area 51 and Dragons in Las Vegas at Bally's. If 1 million of you show up, we'll even wear fucking alien costumes.
If 1,000 of you show up, we'll fucking wear alien costumes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in.
Alrighty. On that note, then, we'll talk to you again, I guess, next week when we actually have a game.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.